Okay, welcome to day 45. Have you noticed a lot of YouTubers, they got all these different clothes? I mean, they've got t-shirts, they've got long sleeve, they got suits, they got all this different stuff. I don't have that big a wardrobe. Matter of fact, I would love just to be able to wear a uniform, the same uniform every day. Jeffrey Gittermore, he's a sales trainer, and he has a red shirt that says Jeffrey on it, and that's what he wears all the time. Not my style, but I like the idea of a uniform. Gandhi had a uniform. So I've got about 5 suits. I've got probably 15 shirts, 20 shirts. And so I'm going to try to trade them out, but I'm not going to go out and buy a lot of shirts and clothes just to do this video. But if you guys remember back a few days back, or a couple of weeks ago, they raised the property value of my house substantially, over $50,000 in 1 month. And when they raise the property values, then the insurance is going to raise what they're going to charge me to cover my house, and the taxes will eventually go up also. So I registered I don't know what you call it. I said, hey, wait a minute, this is too much, this is crazy, my house is not worth this much money. Now most people would want their house to be worth a lot of money so they could say they're worth a lot of money, but I want to be realistic. I want to pay my taxes, I want to be fair about it, but I don't want to pay over the amount that I need to pay. So I went down and I talked to, I can't remember the guy's name now. Do you remember, Austin? I don't think his name was David. Was it Dale? We went down and we met Dale. He was a nice guy. About 3 hours later, we left his office and he said no change. Then we filed for a formal hearing. So Austin and I, we drove down, we got the appointment for the formal hearing, April the 24th at 10 o'clock. And I was nervous. Formal hearing. I did not wear a suit and tie. I just wore a dress shirt and some slacks. I wanted to look like a working person and not like a lawyer or a minister or a doctor. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning, I just wanted to look like a working guy. So I went down there, we went to this formal hearing. There were 3 other people. One guy just called in, he didn't even show up. And then 2 other people, one other person was there and he presented his, I really feel sorry for the guy. The house was like an $800,000 house and it's kept going down in value. He's trying to sell it for the last year and no one wants to buy it. He showed pictures of the house, gorgeous. Man, if you lived in California, this house would be something to move to Oklahoma just to have this beautiful house. I think he got lowered, didn't he? So he got lowered. So they looked at our stuff, we talked to him for a few minutes, and they dropped it $45,000. Just boom, $45,000. Well, that was good. And they said, well, do you accept our decision or do you want us to think about it for a couple of days? I said, why don't you guys think about it? I mean, it already said $45,000. So a couple of days later, I got this document in the mail. And guess what? They reduced it $45,000. $45,500. So I walked through the motions. I took action. Winners take action. So if you want to be successful in life, you got to take action. And don't be intimidated by things you don't know. I was scared a couple times. I just went ahead, I took action, I tried to look like I knew what I was doing, and I asked questions. When I sat down in the hallway before we went into the hearing, I talked to the guy that was going into the hearing before, because guess what? He'd been there before. So he knew a little bit more of what to expect. And so always polite and friendly to everybody. Going through the metal detector and all that stuff at Oklahoma County Jail was a lot of fun. So winners take action. So whatever you're dealing with today, take some action on it. Even if it's just a little bit of action you can do. Just make the phone call or just write it on a to-do list, but take some kind of action. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you on day 46.